Okay, getting to the fro though. My hair has came a long way, like a long way. This is crazy because, wow. Okay, so anyway, as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing a ponytail with split bangs, period. And so what I do first, obviously, is start on freshly washed hair, which is what this is. And of course, we're going to detangle it and everything before we get started. And even though my hair is short right now, I still like to split it into sections, because I feel like when you blow dry in sections, you make sure like you're positive that everything is blow dried correctly, and you know you got all those nooks and crannies. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have sectioned my hair off into smaller sections so that I can blow dry it easier. And now I'm basically just going to apply my heat protectant before I blow dry any of those sections. So the heat protectants that I use are both by Tresemme. And this one in this bottle is called Thermal Creations Heat Protection. And this is actually a flat iron spray, but I spray it on my hair before blow drying, because I just feel like it just gives me double protection. And this one I also use. This one has heat protection up to 450 degrees. I don't think anyone flat irons their hair, or at least not natural hair, on that high of a heat. We don't need that much heat. And I spray this one on first, and then I go in after this one and spray it. So I'm just gonna do that to this section, and we'll get to blow drying that. And we're just gonna fast forward through all the blow drying, okay? All right, so now that I have my hair blown out, I'm just gonna split it down the middle, and we're going to section out the section that we want the bangs. So I just split it down the middle, and then I kind of like go up and then make like a semicircle in the front of my head. I hope that makes sense. Here. And this part is really really based on you. Like however thick or far back you want the pieces are up to you completely. I definitely feel like I should probably just go with the bigger sections. So if your hair is not super thick, then you can definitely manage it without straightening it, but I just feel like it's sleeker, and my hair has like a more natural shine when I go ahead and like press it out. And it don't gotta be like bone straight, but just enough that it's not like super poofy like this. And we'll finish the tutorial once that's done. Now I've got my hair pressed out, and we're gonna go into molding the ponytail. I'm gonna start out by splitting it in half, because we're gonna work on like the top portion and the back portion in two different motions. Because I'm gonna do the top half first so that we know where we're gonna place the ponytail. I hope that makes sense. So the back portion is put in a ponytail, the top portion is put in a ponytail. We're gonna use Pump It Up spray and maybe Got To Be if we need it. Since I kind of have the this little ponytail position where I want my ponytail to sit, we're just gonna like make sure that everything is smooth up to that point, and then we're gonna put it into an actual like neat ponytail. So I'm gonna start out by spritzing the areas that need to be tamed. Of course, you're gonna need your brush, duh. And kind of brush it up. Now that I have that brushed up, I'm going to get my blow dryer and basically set the spritz. Okay, you see that? Sleek, honey. Okay, so now we're basically going to do that to the other side. So spray the spritz. Brush it. Sit. So now that we have that, I'm gonna tighten it with the rubber band All right, I lied, because I'm gonna have to go back in with the real scrunchie. We have the front half done. We're just gonna take it section by section with this back half and combine it with this ponytail. So I got this little piece. I'm gonna get my spritz. Brush it up. Try not to interrupt that main ponytail too much. Okay. Oh. And you're gonna keep repeating that until everything's all together. So I'm not gonna show y'all that again because it's spritz, brush, set. Spritz, brush, set. Okay? Alright, y'all. I got all the hair in a ponytail. Okay. Everything's in a ponytail. So now we need to braid this. So I don't really want to add no braid. I don't feel like doing that. So I'm going to just do it with however long this little braid can be. Okay, that's the most I can braid. I'm going to add rubber bands along the ponytail because I want it to stand up. Okay, a little tweak. So I'm just going to get my old little raggedy bundles. Grab your ponytail and the track together. And get you a bobby pin. It doesn't have to be a super big one. Just a small bobby pin. Stick it up there to where it's in your hair as well as the track. And you're gonna wrap it down. Ooh, my arms burned it, child. And once you can't wrap it anymore, you're gonna take another bobby pin and put it in there. Okay, you see me. So you're just gonna keep grabbing tracks until you get all the way to the base of the ponytail, basically. And once you get to the base of the ponytail, instead of putting another bobby pin, because that's one that's gonna hurt when you sleep at night. Two, it's just gonna hurt and it's not gonna look right. So you're gonna get a strand from your track and wrap it around the scrunchie. Okay, and we're gonna wrap our hair the track. You're gonna wrap the track opposite the way you wrap the strand of hair. And just take your time, because if you rush this, it's not gonna look right, I promise you. So once you're done wrapping that, you're gonna take that another end piece and wrap it around the base of the ponytail like you did when you first started wrapping. So you've covered the whole ponytail, but like you see this, I don't want it that thin. So I'm gonna wrap another track or two until I get the desired fullness. I think I like the size. I think it'll be fine. So now that we have all the hair wrapped up, and I'm gonna take a piece from the back of the ponytail. So after you get the piece, then you can knot it up at the top. Just to keep the hair out of the way. Now that we have that, you're gonna get your comb it out, and wrap. Try to keep the hair as flat as possible when you're wrapping. So now that I can't wrap any more hair, I'm gonna take my spritz and twist my hands in the direction that I was wrapping the hair. This just make sure there's no flyaways and that everything is sleeping. We are now at the front half of the hair. We're gonna split this down the middle as straight and as even as possible. Okay, now that you decided how big each section is going to be, or make sure that it's even, I'm going to choose one side to work with, and we're going to start putting these pieces on there. Editing Parris here. So basically in this portion, you're going to see me split my hair in little pieces so that I can go in between the tracks and glue them in. So I just didn't want you guys to keep hearing me like breathe and like have these long dramatic pauses. So that's basically all you're going to see in this portion. I'm just going to split my hair in smaller sections, and the piece between my actual hair and the next piece of my actual hair, I'm just going to glue in a track, and I'm going to measure it by the part and glue it in. I hope that makes sense. And do that for each piece. You could actually leave the pieces this long, but I don't like my pieces long, so I just get my scissors and I just kind of like razor it or put layers in it, and I'm not sure how to like explain it, so I kind of just go to the length that I want it and then get my scissors and like go up and down, but I'm like slightly opening and closing the scissors at the same time. I hope that makes sense. You could leave your bangs like this, but I like to curl mine. This is the finished look. I ain't feel like doing no makeup, so, and honestly, it look cute without makeup. This is not one of them hairstyles that you gotta rock makeup with. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is what it's given. This is what it gave. And I think it did what it had to do. Thank you guys for checking out my video. And like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one.